And now... comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be third down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive.
Military stunt.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down.
Ready.
Looking for room, it's Robinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Auburn! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He leaves it with his back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with
lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You can be huge out there at wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape. Wide open spaces. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains and at the 22. The offense lining up for a first down play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pressure coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. When a defense is... We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8.
22, whoa.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He slings it deep to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll start this drive from the 42.
Charcoal.
From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The run from the shotgun. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. And now on 3rd down after that last run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt it.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to... First play of the drive comes from the 38.
Down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
On the run, it's Need. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Charcoal.
They'll try to run for it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.